Well, I'm on the biggest winning streak of my World of Warships career. They're not reflected. A lot of these are cooperatives. One of these is indeed a loss. I think it's the Patriot down here. I was going for, what do you call it, overall damage, potential damage. This is just a disconnect, I think. These are cooperative games. But my PvP, my player versus player, is upwards of almost 20 games, I think. And this is the game at hand. So let me get back to it. And so we got a six ship field, and I'm the only cruiser in the game. I'm up tiered. I don't mind one tier up. It's two tiers up, especially 8 to 10 that I can't tolerate. And that's why I'm not playing a lot of tier 8s right now. I just pretty much refuse to play tier 10. These are pretty good ships. I mean, compared to R2, I've seen Casquatch before, and he's a work in progress. The gating may not be bad, but they all rated high in their boats. This guy here had 23,000 games, 8,000 in the T61, 17k hit points, and that's why he's in it, I think. Crazy. So at any rate, seeing that I'm the only cruiser in the field, I want to protect the destroyer. So I'm going to go to the, I guess it's the north flank, and see what I can do up there. Now this is a replay. I know how this game turned out already. One of these days, this winning streak is going to be broken, and this might be the day. But really, the reason I have a winning streak is precisely for the play in this game. Now, it's easier to win when you're only 6 ships, because you don't have as many chances of having outstanding players on the other team. But look at what's going on. They have 3 DDs, and we've got 2 in the zone at A and C already. And look what my guy's doing, Casquatch. He's smoking up, throwing out torps, and conceding the zone. No, that's not the only mistake he's going to make. He could have tried to back into the zone. He could have contested the zone a little bit, but he's laying his smoke out. How's that going to help us? We can't see past it. This is a novice DD player, and I'm pointing this out. This is not how not to play DD. And now I'm stuck trying to guess where they are. What did he just do? He smoked up so he could get out of there? And they got the zone. And they've almost got B, and we got our DD and C, fortunately. But, newbies, DD is a very high skill ship with a very important role, multiple roles. Don't be playing DDs when you come into this game. It is absolutely a critical skill ship, and if you think you're going to gravitate towards it, at least play a whole passel of games in co-op where you're figuring out your detection range, what you do with smoke, how you spot, how you advantage your ships. There's a lot to it. It's not like that guy just played it. And I'm not saying he's not going to be a good DD player one day. He finds a way to stay alive, and that's part of it too. So then finally I spot the DD because he came around the side. Now, maybe that's one way to do it. He's taken some hits. He's already... So we did a damage control party. I think I just knocked out his motor again, and then the Farragut picked him up. And then I did lay torps out for the Congo, and 3 of them collect. So I'm in a precarious spot. But because he's facing our battleship, he turns in. But he's getting He's getting it 3 ways. And there he goes. No, that was our congo going down in Zone B. So there's our congo. So we're up a boat, but we're down 2 zones, and the one zone is being contested heavily. So what we need to do is to take this zone quickly and get back to the game. When I elected to go to A, I saw this island right here, and my plan was to take A and close quickly into that island to get back to B, knowing I was going to, abandon that. But I wanted to get over to a DD and help a DD survive by taking out the enemy DD, and that's what we accomplished. So this zone is free of enemy resistance. We're going to take it. And I'm not coming out from behind this rock until we take this zone. With all those DDs in the game and theirs of a little higher rate, I just figured the zones are going to be very important, and they wind up precisely that. The zones are the key to the game. The game revolves around what is done with zones. I was in a clan once, and that clan refused to acknowledge the importance of zones. They had a lot of problems there, but ultimately I left because they honestly couldn't figure it out. Okay, so now we've actually got 2 zones, and we can head back. Now there is a DD that took B, and he's the wild card. I'm detected by him. I don't like to use hydro, but I've got a long traverse across open water, and it's going to take me about 2 minutes, and that's approximate length of my hydro. So I've popped it to be aware of any incoming torpedoes. And there they are. Now I'm fortunate because those are fusion torpedoes, and they have a very short detection range. So by popping that hydro, I picked them up early, and they never had a chance. Now, I didn't realize it was the fusion at the time. I didn't look that closely at the game. I should. My details should go that far. But I would have popped the hydro there regardless of what kind of destroyer it was. I had a long traverse, and I had to get over to this island right here. So what I see is they've only got 3 left. We got a 2-ship lead, and 2 of their ships are pretty far south. So I'm going to once again pull into the zone and use the island in front of me as cover from the enemy battleship. They're in the southern zone right now. So what happened on my traverse across the gap there in the ocean is that DD spotted me. I'm spotted now, and I suspect he's going to double back for A. He's one of those non-playing DDs, and so both of them are. They're both spineless players, but they're fairly successful. I just don't like that style of play. I like engagement, so I consider them pussies. So now there's 2 DDs left, but here's the problem. The Gady is low on health. I can see that smoke up ahead. That's where their one enemy DD was. I'm spotted now, and I just elect not to use that channel there. Why is the Farragut popping smoke? Is he popping smoke for me to hide in as I approach? What's he doing? And then I can understand wanting to avoid the channel too, but you know, he's a DD. He goes nose in. He should be able to avoid torps. So the T-61 does gun down our Gatey, but we had a look at him and he was on lowish health. So here's what's his name, Casquatch. He just doesn't know what he's doing. It gets worse. It gets worse. Now what he should realize is that he can spot for me. I'm the lone cruiser in the game. He needs to race ahead, spot that T-61. It's low health. He can gun him to death, but if he spots him, I can take him out. But it never crosses his mind. So you can see they took A behind us like I projected. The other no-play DD is now in C. So we've got to take C, and I realize right now I'm going to have to race back for B.
Torpedoes, direct front. Torpedoes to port.
Now we just saw those torpedoes run. He's shooting the gap, or so I think. I'm going to go the other side in case that DD is hiding behind the island where you see his ghost right now. I don't know where he is for sure. Whoops. Here was his ghost. And there he is across the way. So I guessed wrong. Now, if I was that BB, I never would have traversed this whole area. I would have come in and tucked in behind this island, looked for where spotting was lost, and then maybe circled around this way again and tried to trap that DD coming into the zone. But there's no recognition there what's going on either. So to his credit, the Farragut is in the zone, taking the zone. I'm going to move into the zone as well. You know, I figure that DD is probably going to be in this area. And I'm also contemplating, and there it is, it's starting to be taken. So I've got to get back to B. Look how close the score is. So now you can see their DD smoked up. The Farragut's shooting. He's taken some damage. This is where he totally brain farts. So I'm spotted. I don't know if it's from up here or from this boat out here. I don't know for sure. He pops smoke and hides in it. He's looking for his big ships to spot. This is not a DD player. Not yet. But a lot of DD players play like him. This game's in the balance. This game is literally in the balance. So I've got to race back for B. And now our ships are in C, or close to C. So I figure if I can take B, we should be okay. But it's obviously dead close on base capture points. Look at him. He's actually backing up. He's in reverse, looking to shoot over the bit. He's the eyes. He's playing like a battleship that can lob from 20K. This is a battleship player. He's not ready for DDs. And neither are most players that play it. Now, you see how quickly those appeared? Watch the next group here. Boom. They're right on me. That's how the Fusion torps go. But I was going bow in, and if I had taken one of those, it wouldn't have finished me, but it would have let the Fusion gun me, probably. So right now we're behind by 10 points. And we have to take this zone or sink a ship. And they realize that I have to take the zone, so now they're going to shoot at me while I'm trying to take it. Really no skill, you know, players, these DD players. No skill at all. They're using the stealth of their ship only. It's the only skill they have. And there's the fusion.
The ship is on fire.
So he shot. I missed the first volley. Not sure what happened there. He's in reverse, trying to get back into his smoke, I guess.
Battle ends in 5 minutes.
Problem solved,
So
sir.
I'm gonna close on him. He doesn't know where I am. We exchanged there. We're still down 7 points. And he pops out to see where I am. And that was a mistake. So what I'm doing now is attriting him, but I'm also going to park right behind this rock and take this zone. And I started to fire. There he goes. No skill, you know, hide in the dark DD players with smoke. I can't stand them. You got to develop your skill by not being able, by using smoke. You got to develop your skill that way. And they just can't do it. But that was, I believe, close to 20 games in a row. I'm actually not sure because I didn't have Potato Alert running it all the time. But I'm just making the right decisions. And some of the games have been close like that, but you know it was 3 ships to none at the end. But yeah, it's about 20 in a row, and that's my personal record.